Just us.
I hereby call the 9th meeting of the City of Lloydminster Council to order. And at this time, we will take a moment of personal reflection. I would remind all members of council are obligated to declare a conflict of interest or a pecuniary interest as per section 133 of the Lloydminster Charter regarding any item on the agenda. Councillor Buckingham.
Thank you, Worship. I'll be declaring for 6.1.2 and 6.2.2.
Thank you. Any other councillors wish to declare? If not, seeing. Thank you, Councillor Buckingham. I will ask if there's any additions or deletions to the agenda. Councillor Thorson.
Thank you, Your Worship. I recommend that we add under 14.3 in the in-camera session personnel matter.
All right. Any other items to be added to the agenda at this time? Not seeing any, I'll look to council for direction on the approval of this agenda. Councillor Buckingham. Seconder. Councillor Dykstra. Any further discussion before I call for the question? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay. Then we'll move to the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, item number 4. Looking for a recommendation from council. Councillor Baker.
4.1.
4.1.
Worship.
Moving the council minutes, March 27th, and seconder. Councillor Fagin, any discussion on those council minutes? If not, I will call for the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Moving to 4.2, I look to council for direction. Councillor Baker. So move the special council meeting minutes. Seconder. Councillor Dykstra. Okay. Councillor Baker, if I could just ask you to actually read the recommendation. So,
That the regular council meeting dated March 27th, 2017 be approved.
correct. And you also moved, and that was the motion that was carried. I'll ask you to read for 2.
That the special council meeting dated March 29th, 2017 be approved.
Thank you. Councillor Dykstra, you did so second that.
Yes.
Any discussion, comments from before I call for the question? Otherwise, I'll call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Looking for direction from council on 4.3. Councillor Buckingham.
The special council meeting minutes dated March 30th, 2017 be approved.
Thank you. Seconder. Councillor Thorson. Any discussion regarding those minutes? Not seeing any, I'll call the question. All in favor? Opposed? None? Carried. Is there any business arising from the minutes that were presented? One of the challenges we have sometimes is time is not always on our side, and we have a public meeting for item number 6, but that meeting is scheduled for 2 p.m. If anyone wishes to speak to that bylaw, we're a little bit ahead of schedule, and we can't move forward until we have that. Is council wishes to take a recess for a brief time, and people can freshen up a coffee, and or should we move to 7.1? What's the wishes of council? To start the discussion, we're going to have to.
8. Why don't we do 8? Your worship, considering it's going to be a little shorter, we might want to spend more time on 7.1. Or, I don't know, I guess that's just a suggestion.
Okay. Let us move to item number 8, and we will circle back to 6 and 7. So moving to item number 8, consent agenda. And before us is one consent agenda item regarding an appointment to the Lloydminster Business Improvement District. Any discussion?
Just perhaps for those that aren't formal with the Lloydminster Business Improvement District, is formerly known as Streetscapes, just for those in the room that aren't aware of that change.
Thank you, Councillor. Did that just happen recently?
It did, yeah, at their AGM, the announcement of the name being switched.
Okay.
So Streetscapes will no longer exist, they're now the Lloydminster Business Improvement District. Or known as the BID, is what they call it.
Okay. Any questions before I call for the question on the consent agenda item?
Going to make a recommendation here. I move that council approve items on the consent agenda as presented.
Thank you very much, Councillor Torres. Seconded. Councillor Monroe. Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Any business arising from that consent agenda that I've missed? City Clerk, is there any correspondence?
No, Your Worship.
All right. I'll move on to the mayor and council reports. I don't have a written report attached to this meeting's report, but certainly it's been another busy couple of weeks in the city. The item that I would like to bring forth to mention is the RCMP Regimental Ball that was hosted by Midwest Victim Services on Saturday night, held at the Stockade. I think it was very well attended by both members of all our protective services, namely the RCMP, but it was nice to see sheriffs. We saw members of fire departments, rescue, DND, fire department. It was a great program. It was well organized. Thank you to the organizers within the RCMP as well as Midwest Victim Services. I think that the community again reached out and stepped up big time. Certainly businesses donated a lot of door prizes and items, and people also supported that silent and live auction. So a huge thank you to all those that participated, that donated, and supported that very worthy cause. But again, I'll have, next meeting I will have a more formal report of the activities in the mayor for last month. Does council have anything, any councillors, or any items that they would like to report back to the council? Councillor Buckingham.
Thank you, Worship. I had the great privilege yesterday of attending the Salvation Army Church on behalf of the FCSS committee, which I'm appointed to as a member of council. They were one of the recipients of last year's funding, and they put on a program for children that started in October, and we were there yesterday to present the certificates of graduation from that program on behalf of the FCSS, the Salvation Army, and the City Council. So great privilege to see 6 young children graduate from the program that the Salvation Army has done. The program is called Red Cap, and they're the first time they've done it here at Lloydminster, and they're actually starting the process of getting a secondary one called Recap coming up. So it was an honor to be there on behalf of the City and Council.
Thank you, Councillor. Any other councillors wish to have anything that they'd like to bring forth?
Well, Your Worship, I would just add that I had the pleasure of joining you and your wife at the Regimental Ball on Saturday, and I believe it's the first one since 2007. I stand to be corrected on that, but certainly it was, again, a tribute to the community members and honoring the people that serve and protect us. And again, lots of fun, good spirit, good camaraderie, and I think, again, that we look forward to, certainly would encourage anyone and everyone to attend next year. It was lots of fun and lots of color, and the RCMP were well represented from district to regional and Edmonton representation that was there, and it was, I was very impressed.
Thank you, Council. I don't think there'll be one next year from what I understand with the efforts that were put into the one that was held, but I believe that there will be it will become hopefully not more frequent than coming years. That's what the understanding I have from anybody from that perspective. We'll stay tuned to see who steps forward to lead it and go from there. Any other items, Council? Well, I would ask for a motion to take a recess until just before 2 o'clock, and we'll reconvene. Councilor Batchel.
I move that we have recess, indoor recess, until 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Seconded. Councilor Buckingham. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you very much. We are in recess.